When I was 12 years old, my dream was to be a Hollywood actor. Seriously, that's what I wanted to be. And you know, I was drawn to this because of the school play. The school play, this is where they get everybody in the school to try out, and they try to give everybody, you know, a little bit of a part in that play. But I got speaking roles. Yeah, I was Captain Hook in the play Peter Pan, and I was the wizard in The Wizard of Oz. And I thought, like, this was amazing. All my teachers, all the principals, they would come up to me afterwards, "Oh, you're so good." They'd come up to my parents, "He's really good, you know, he should look at something like this." And of course, Mom and Dad, in the moment, "Yeah, absolutely, that would be great." But my parents are tough. And if you had been at my house after those comments, you would have heard something completely different. "You aren't going to become an actor. No. No, you are going to be an accountant." "I want to be an accountant" is something no 12-year-old has ever said in the history of 12-year-olds. But like I said, my mom and dad were tough, so you know, they encouraged me to go this route. And so I thought, okay, well, that's something I could do, but there are signs in our lives that tell you need to be doing something else. And my first sign came when the high school that I was meant to go to changed from one of all academics to School of the Arts. Acting classes, right? This is it. This is great. But as I said, Mom and Dad, they're tough. And they heard about this as well. So they said, no, you're going to be an accountant. And they switched me. Made me take an extra walk to even get there, right? So now I'm going to the high school that I don't want to go to, studying accounting. And of course, I graduate high school and I get into university. And what do they say? Well, you should study accounting, right? So I go through 4 years of accounting school. And I come out at the end with this great degree, no job in accounting. Because you see, what they don't tell you when you go through accounting school is that you not only have to study it, but you have to actually like it and be good at it. And that didn't work out for me. So now I have to come home. Like a typical student, degree, no job, lots of debt. Now's the time to go into acting, right? Try it out this time. But like I said, Mom and Dad, they're tough. And they weren't going to let me sit on a couch and just wait for life to happen. No. So there was a phone call that came in this one day from a company, and they were actually looking for my brother because he had been looking for a job earlier. Fortunately, he found a job. And my mother gets all excited. "Well, you know, I've got all these boys that need jobs." So she comes running down the stairs. Tim, you got to take this phone call. There's a man on the phone, and he has this job offer for you. It's in procurement. Now remember, I said, I've studied accounting for 4 years. Nowhere in the 4 years did accounting and procurement go together. I didn't even know what it was. But okay, sure, I take the summer job. I forgo anything with the acting, and I say, okay, great. And I do this job, which turned into a full-time job, and I've been doing that for like 20 years. And I got to tell you something. It's boring. Like, I can't even come up with procurement jokes. Like, that's how boring this thing is, or I tell you. But see, in my mom's and dad's mind, this for them made sense because I'm the third of 4 boys. For them, balance is everything. Have kids, get them well educated, get them a job, get them out of the house, right? Like that's what they're thinking. And if he goes to acting school, he's not going to get out of the house. So for them, this was a win-win. But it's not what I wanted to do. And so I start searching for what is it that I want to do. I got to go find things. The acting by now is starting to get out of my head a little bit, so I go looking for something to do in life. And I found running. Okay, so I try it out with friends. They say your life changes when you run a marathon. So great, I train, I go and run a marathon. Life didn't change. My legs were really sore. And I thought, why would anybody run like this? This is ridiculous. So we go looking for something else. And these crazy friends that I hooked up with running, they said, well, you know what you really got to try? The Ironman. Yeah, that'll really change your life. You'll really like that. And so, okay, let's give it a shot. And I go out and I do the Ironman. Oh, now this was a little bit of life-changing because you got to work really hard. Like, it's not the easiest race to train for. You can't just wake up on Saturday and do it Sunday. You got to put a little effort into this thing. And I did. I trained my butt off. And I went out there and I did the best that I could. And when I finished, I was so proud. You know, I was like, this is it. Maybe this is what I could do. And I come home in this proud moment, showing off my medal and my certificates and my mom. And my mom looks to me and she says, I am so disappointed in you. Disappointed? I mean, is it really that important that I be an accountant? I don't understand. See, I don't really remember the reason she was disappointed because I really didn't hear the word disappointment. What I heard was disapproval. She just didn't approve of the lifestyle that I wanted to live. And I was like, well, I got to go out and figure something out because this isn't going to work for me. You know, they talk about balance sheets where the left side equals the right side. If you get a good education and you get a job, everything will be great. It won't matter what's on the other side, but it does. Because all that's on the left side, all the positives, are all sinking down here. I don't like it. It's not a life that I'm fulfilled by. But there'd be another sign that I would have in my life. It happened about 3 years ago when I changed jobs, another procurement job. And it was literally the sign on the wall. Toastmasters. Oh, this is different. Yeah. So if you don't know about Toastmasters, it's an international organization that helps people work on their leadership and speaking skills. Well, I'm going nowhere in leadership here, so maybe the speaking skills might be something I can work on. And I joined this club, and, you know, it goes okay. You give some speeches, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to invest in it more. And I went searching for how am I going to get better at this? And so I took a couple of classes, and I heard about these speaking events in and around Toronto, one of them being here at MoMondays. And I come out here, and I meet Michelle for the first time, and I hear about training that he does. Ooh, training. That sounds cool. So take a couple of classes. Start implementing what I like. And then that led me to more classes, working with a voice coach and a performance coach and a movement coach. I had more coaches in my life than I had accounting classes, it seemed. But I got to tell you that it's made me more fulfilled in what I get to do. Because as I grow and as I work on this craft, people are looking at me, and one of the best questions that I can get is, how did you do that? That's a great question, I got to tell you, because I'm willing to help you out. I'm willing to share what I've learned. And I get to work with the best people about how to do this. And so there's not a whole lot on the left side in terms of the assets, like no money coming in or nothing. But I tell you, the fulfillment side, that is way up there, right? So living the life of unbalanced. Yep. I might be somebody who doesn't have the approval of their parents, but I'm living the life that I want to on the stage that I wanted to be on ever since I was 12 years old. And I will find more stages and continue to find them as I go through this journey. Thank you.